Now let's move ahead further with polymorphism and understand the runtime binding. In runtime or dynamic binding or late binding, the virtual base class method and override method in derived classes are used. Let's try to understand the behavior. The override modifier extends the base class virtual method. It means that the base class will have a virtual method and it will be override using the override keyword in the derived class. If in your ancestor class, that is the parent class, you want a certain behavior for a method. Say for example, if in a base class you want certain behavior for certain method, you will derive that method inside your base class or ancestor class. If your descendant uses the same method, say for example, now in derived class you want to use the same method but with the different implementation, then you can override it if it is virtual keyword in the base class. So the scenario where we'll be using the dynamic binding is if there is a base class which has certain method already created and the same method needs to be used within the derived class with some different implementation, then we'll be using the runtime polymorphism where the base class method needs to be virtual and the derived class method will be override. So let's see it practically. So now let's switch to Visual Studio. In Visual Studio, I have created a class called as base class, which has a print data method, which has some implementation of printing some data. In current scenario, we are printing the base class from the print data method. It is decorated with virtual. Now we have a derived class. The derived class is a subclass of this base class. So the way of deriving the class in C sharp is class derived class name colon base class name. So what will happen is once you done this, derived class can now access the public and protected members of base class. Now here we have created print data once again. That is what the definition of the virtual and override says. If you have the same method in base class and you want the method to be used in the derived class but with some different implementation, then you need to write that method with virtual within the base class, and then within the derived class you need to override it. Once the method is declared virtual within your base class, you need to just write override space followed by the method name. Okay, so for example, I'll write override space the print data and tab. It will create the skeleton for it. So if you have a virtual method and you want to override within the derived, you just need to write the override keyword followed by the method name and double tap. So it will create the skeleton for you. So now what I want to do inside it is I want to print some other implementation. I want to print some other data. So let's print here derived class. Let's run it and see the output. So here inside main, I have created the object of derived class and called the print data. Obviously, it will call the print data of the derived class. So let's run it and see the output. The output is derived class. So now here we'll try to understand the same concept with more meaningful example why there is a need of the virtual override in our next coming video. Stay tuned. Thanks.